Hello, good afternoon. I hope whoever's seen the video has managed to get through all 2+ hours of it. I'm so sorry it was so long, but there was just so much in there. What I do want to say is, after last night's reading, I don't think I need to do another reading after this for this week, because all that can be said has been said. The only time I'll do another reading is if I pick up on another frequency, so it's not intended for the same person or people. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know if I'm going to do the new magic today. I'll see how I feel. I also need to check what moon phase we are in, because I've already kind of done it up until the new moon. So I don't believe I need to do it just yet. But I'll check that and do it in a separate video. Now, right. I'm actually intrigued to know if anyone has seen the reading and what they got out of the reading, if they would like to share it. Even though I think it may be for a particular person. There's multiple messages in there, right? So it can be more than for one person, but I think the main parts of the reading was for a specific individual or group of people. I'm just burning this incense. You know, I thought that charcoal would be quite easy to light, but it really isn't. It does take a while for it to catch on, and it's meant to, or at least it said on the box, it's meant to catch a flame, and then you're meant to just let it do its thing from when the flame has been caught, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be catching a flame. It is burning though. I don't think I'm meant to do all around the cup. So, if you've gotten through yesterday's video, then you will know that today I'm doing the goddess one as a follow-on from last night's very intense reading. Right, I think this is... Oh, I just burnt my finger on the lighter. Ouch. I think I burned the frankincense a bit. It's okay. Right, that is burning. I've got the protection candle going. So what I've been doing is I turn it on in the morning before I leave, and then I ask my mum to put it out, and then when either of us return home first, light the candle. And that's the way I'm doing it, because I can't leave an open flame unattended. I think it's very risky business. Right, okay. I have been talking to my angels and vibed a lot today. You know, just feeling the presence and just staying with it. So, where are we? Okay. Oh, it's strong. It's going now. Oh yeah, it's really going. Ouch. Before I start, I feel like, before I do a reading now, I just want to put one drop into the palm of my hand and just rub it there and there. Okay. Now, I don't feel like I need to meditate or be in some sort of grounding space, because I feel like I have continuously been in a grounding headspace. Oh, I think I fucked the light, and it's done. Right. Okay. Now, if you know me by now, you know what I'm doing. I've just lit a candle for the wax melts. And then obviously you know about the protection one. Yeah, right. So, spirit guides, Holy Spirit, light beings that I am connecting with, ancestors who are hearing me. Oh, this one. Okay. Do I want this one? Yeah. Well, I was going to say that, as you know, that I'm carrying on the reading from yesterday, but they already know this. So how many cards do I need? Okay, it's another one. I don't know if you want to see me shuffling. Right, I've got 3 so far. You can't really see them on the camera. We had that before, Goddess of Inner Sight. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh. How many cards am I doing for yesterday's read? I'm hearing 12, but I feel like 12 is too much. But I am hearing 12. I do think it's too much though. There's already been a lot going on. I'm just looking to the book to see if it's something that they would recommend, even though I know I shouldn't question. Ah, it's 5, 4, 3. Why 12? So 6 of them is the actual message, and then I've got 7 that want to act as little things that you can take with you rather than going into the deeper message of it. And what I'm getting is, if you write down the phases that I say with the 7 that I've got laid out in front of me, when you start going into deep reflection, that especially if it feels uncontrolled, have a look at the quote and reflect on the meaning of that. So turn your focus away from here and your wild thoughts that aren't being tamed, and concentrate on the one that's on the card, the message. And I think these are actually being guided by your ancestors. The 7 is your ancestors, the 6 are my guides, or the guides speaking through me out to you. There is actually, I realised because I do the bottom of the deck, so even though I've got 6 cards laid out in front of me that are the actual message, there is 1 card at the bottom which then makes it 7 as well, and I'll tell you what that is. So the first card that came out was Goddess of Serene Acceptance, Calm to the Core. Then we have Goddess of Walking the Way, be present in this moment, neither looking ahead nor behind, just being here. Goddess of the Forest Spring, roots hold firm. Goddess of Inner Sight, seeing past the flames. Goddess at the Gate, deeply breathe and release. Goddess of Supreme Unity, nourish body and spirit. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to do my own kind of tarot with this one. I mean, my own interpretation. Then I may look to the book if I feel like I need to. There we go. Camera's better now, yeah. So yeah, let's go for it. I'll show you. I haven't cleared the table, so there are things a bit all over the place. So this is the way I've got it laid out. So I've got the 6 there, and then I've got the 7 going across, and then that's the bottom of the deck there. Okay. So. Okay. Right, let's get into it. So when I look at Goddess of Serene Acceptance, calm to the core, I think this is the ideal place of where you want to be, but not quite there yet. It is the goal. It's the goal. Okay. Just very, very spiritually inclined, balanced and connected, grounded. That's what I get. And it is actually an earth card, so it doubles down on that and doubles down on the importance of that. Okay. Yeah. So we've got another earth type card. Actually, we've got 3 earth based, 2 of them are earth doubling down. We have 1 wood with water, 1 fire doubling down, and 1 metal with air. Just take note of that. Right. The next one is Goddess of walking the way. Be present in this moment, neither looking ahead nor behind, just being here. Again, this is extra grounding work needed to be done. So it's air, earth. So I feel like it's saying, despite all the things that's going on and you just feel it all around you, in that moment, do as I've been saying. If you've heard what I've said in previous videos, try to remain in your present, okay? The past is the past now, and the future is yet to be. You can't control all these things in life, what the has-beens and what the could be. However, you can just be in your present, and being in your present will allow you to then be more attuned to yourself and to your environment, right? And the environment in its real state, not the perceived state through all the past hurts and traumas, right? And that is what the grounding is. Because if you are up in the air and you're thinking in your headspace, in your, you know, with all the things that are going on in your mind constantly, that doesn't stop moving around, because it's a very energetic, overactive mind. If you don't do that, then you will continue to feel scattered and all over the place. But these 2 are together, right? So the Goddess of Serene Acceptance and then Goddess of Walking the Way. So the angels are basically saying, or my spirit guides are basically saying, in order to reach to this outcome, you need to do this. Just be present. Just be present. Okay, so you know what I just thought though? I should have read it from the bottom up, because this, to me, even though it was the first card that came out, I feel like this is the goal. And actually, before I carry on, beneath it, the fire card, which is doubling down on this energy, right? It's Goddess of Inner Sight, seeing past the flames, and we had this before. And then, you know, we have that fiery heart in the middle, and it's focused a lot on that. And I suppose it is to do with passions, right? Even maybe inspiration as well, channeling that out. Meditation will be very, very good when you're in the right mindset to do it. And the thing is though, before you can look within, there's a lot of work. I mean, you know from yesterday what you've got to do to get to this point, to be honest with you. And then, because the next card is Goddess of the Forest Spring, Roots Hold Firm. And again, about grounding. Goddess at the Gate, deeply breathe and release. That's once you're in the present, basically, you're able to just let it go. Once you're able to do that, you will find balance. Then Goddess of Supreme Unity, that's the Earth card, so it's doubling down, nourish body and spirit. That's once you gain. Also, maybe this actually, this is where you would like to be. This can be the outcome afterwards. So not only will you be more calm and collected and more in the Empress spirit or energy, Empress energy, You'll also be able to look after yourself by not only looking after the body, by giving it what it needs, and that does include the mind as well, but also internally, like your spirit. So that's what I get from that. Because a lot of the messages are repeating from yesterday, I don't really feel like I need to do a deep reading, because it will end up feeling repetitive. But what I am going to do is read from the book. Okay, so this makes sense, because I read it as calm to the core. So I was thinking of being grounded despite of everything that's going on, by being present. But when I'm going to read out, I'm just going to read from it actually. So, and you'll see what I mean. Goddess of serene acceptance. Disapproval, anxiety about the future, protection, preparedness. These are the key words. And this is the same message from yesterday. The goddess comes to us to talk about disapproval. Has there been a time in your life that you have felt the weight of other people's unwanted opinions? Have you yourself wasted time being disapproving of other people's choices? When we take on the weight of other people's life choices or their feelings about ours, we carry baggage that weighs us down and doesn't serve anyone. The incense is really strong. I need to move it away. Oof. Sometimes people also make mistakes. Sometimes we do the wrong thing. But that is also how we learn. Taking on any kind of emotional baggage makes for a heavy journey. Make your life choices from a prepared place so that you are protected, and that will mean no need for anxiety for the future. It's not that simple though. This is why I try to do it myself, my own interpretations, because I don't like, I call it toxic positivity, because life can't be looked through rose tinted glasses. But I'll continue anyway. So make your life choices from a prepared place so that you are protected, and that will mean no need for anxiety for the future. And remember, this is your life as long as you are making considered choices that you believe are the right ones. That's true. It is nobody's business but your own. That also holds true. This also applies to other people in your life who have the right to live their own life. Disapproval has never led to enlightenment for anyone. Okay, so yeah, that is that. But the thing is, the saying calm to the core, to me that is more about being grounded despite of everything, right? Despite of everything. And even though it's goddess of serene acceptance, so accepting anything and everything that ever happens coming your way, and then moving on from that and just living your life as true to yourself as you can. Yes, that would be very beautiful to do. I'm also real enough to know that we are human with real human feelings, and we can act out first and think later. And sometimes things can be understood pretty much straight away. Other times it can take a very, very long time. Or sometimes people don't accept things at all, and they have the right to do that as well. Because that is still their truth, even if it means that they're unavoiding the acting out of avoidance. So, you know what's best. Take what I say when I read with a pinch of salt. Take out the parts that resonate with you. Okay, so goddess of walking the way. Deprivation, contentment. This goddess wants us to experience life in this moment, to fully immerse oneself in the beauty and miracle of life right now. There may be areas in your life where you have been unsatisfied or deprived, either now or in the past. You may have concerns about not having enough in the future. While it is, of course, always good to be mindful of making plans for future contentment, you may be dwelling too much on worrying about future problems or past traumas. You may feel obligated to hoard or load up on too much to allay fears of not having enough later. Stop, all in caps. You are missing so much beauty and opportunity in this moment right now. While life is a journey these days, it often feels like most of it is spent going from one milestone or issue to the next, while missing the wonderful things that happen in ordinary life. Worrying about next year's harvest while worrying about last year's drought means you are missing out on potential right here, right now. And that's true. Again, it was said in yesterday's reading, so I'm not going to further analyse the meaning. To be honest, I don't even feel like because yesterday's reading was so long and so informative, I really don't actually feel like I need to do this tarot. But I'm committing to it because I said that I would do it. We'll carry on with it anyway. But I think it would be a good idea to write down the little quotes. But not from all 12 cards. No, it was 14 or 7 cards. Yeah, it would be 14 if I include the card at the bottom of the deck. No, I think it's the last 7 that I will say. Oh my god, this incense is so strong. Oh my god. Even my cat is like, oh my god, it's gone onto the floor to sit down because it's too strong for him as well. Oh. Whew. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's very, very, very strong. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so the next one is Goddess of the Forest Spring. Roots hold firm, Waterwood card. So, keyword, helplessness, forbearance. Do you sometimes feel like all you do is grit your teeth and bear the load? Or do you feel like you are helpless in the face of everything going on in your life and don't know how to get through it? This goddess wants you to know that you are important, you are capable, and you are strong. You don't have to be perfect all the time. Whatever is going on for you may be hard, and you can do it. You are doing it, and you will get through it. But, darling one, you must also be able to take breaks and breathers. You must be able to stop when you need to. And you must listen to your inner voice when it tells you that it is enough. And time to put your burden down and rest. Nourish your roots, eat well, hydrate, meditate, and sleep. You are not selfish to look after yourself. If you take regular breaks to rest, you will endure longer and stronger. This doesn't mean you should be everyone's workhorse, nor does it mean you have to carry everything. Learn to ask for help too, and say no to people who would take advantage of your capability for hard work. This goddess may also be talking about someone who has a daunting task ahead and is afraid to begin. Forbearance will get you through it, and once it is done, you can rest again. So, let's move on to number 14. Sorry. Right, Goddess of Inner Sight, the Fire card, and we had this before. Self-realization, self-actualization, passion, interest. What ignites you? What lights you up? What is the thing or things that make your eyes spark? What could you speak about if you had to give a talk right now? How could you bring that excitement into your daily life? If you were not meant to drudge through a survival, you are here to spark your spirit into a revival. I'm choking on this incense. Oh, let me move it away. It's very strong. Oh my god. Where was I? Okay. How can you bring your passion to light? Take a moment. Oh, I don't think you should do this yet. It says, take a moment to think or list the things that bring you joy and stimulation. How often are you able to indulge this passion? How better could you access that aspect of yourself? Can you use your passion in your job? Can you make more time to immerse yourself in your interests or find a way to weave it into your day, your week? Connecting with like-minded people is one way to fire up your own engines. Learn more, read more, do more. How often do you hear about people who started a side business they loved that became their livelihood? This may be your path too. The only person who can explore the gift of your potential is you. You are the only one in the universe. No, I remember this because I said you are the only one in the universe, and I meant to say the only you in the universe. Do you know what? I don't feel like I want to continue with this after yesterday's reading. Okay, I'm just going to trust the process and go with it because I wouldn't be shown these cards if I weren't meant to do it. So I will continue. So we've got Goddess at the gate, deeply breathe and release. Depression, false pride, content, sincerity. This goddess talks to us of false pride, where feelings of contempt may have created emotional patterns that lead to feelings of being depressed. Have you been holding a pose in your life that is stressful, where you may be fronting to defend an old position you no longer hold, but have been too stubborn or scared to re-examine or update? Is there something about how you present to the world that is no longer in resonance with who you really are? Or have you been presenting a pretend position on any front? Have you felt like you had to keep up with crappy societal standards? You may have done this to protect yourself at the time, but that time is now past. Pride is fine, but a position of false pride will only be hurtful to you. It is time to be sincere with yourself and the world about who you really are. so that you can engage from an authentic place. Building anything on shaky foundations will only lead to later collapse. That is very true. Now, the last one. I like the fact as well that this wasn't too positive, you know, like, oh, forget about it, move on, everything will be good, and we'll ship rainbows and all that stuff. I like the fact that it's real without being overly positive. Now, the last card that I'm going to read out is Goddess of Supreme Unity, Nourished Body and Spirit, the Double Earth card. So, deprivation, contentment. This goddess talks to us of deprivation and contentment. What feeds you? Are you taking time to think about your own needs? This goddess asks you to nourish yourself the way a mother nourishes a child. Would you let a child leave home without a proper breakfast? I remember having this card before. So are you looking after yourself, really looking after yourself, or are you saying that you're looking after yourself to make yourself feel better by you not looking after yourself because you're too stressed and overwhelmed? And it's okay if you are stressed and overwhelmed and you're doing nothing, because if you need to heal and just take time out, that is you looking after yourself. Just make sure that you eat where you can and keep yourself hydrated with water. Okay, so would you expect a child to meet her energy needs with coffee or sugar? Would you expect them to eat the same boring basic thing day in and day out? Are there times where you neglect the physical need of nourishment and find yourself empty and frazzled and unable to focus? This may also apply to emotional or workload issues. Would you expect a child to work days and nights without rest, relaxation, laughter, hugs? Would you berate and criticize them if they were stressed or overwhelmed or not up to their usual standards, if you knew you were not keeping them nourished? And that was it. Lovely. I'm not even going to read the one at the bottom of the deck, but I'll just say what it is. So it's Goddess of Clear Breath, release it into the earth. So this is her. To me, she looks content. Her eyes are closed, her mouth is closed, face looks relaxed. Breath of fresh air. There's a lot of greenery as well, so maybe it'll be good to get out into natural spaces. Right, now I'm going to do this with you. I'm going to put these cards away. I hope they've somewhat benefited people. The smoke has calmed down now. Oh my gosh, when you first burn it, it is so intense. Oh, it's like a lot. The cat's gone back into his cat tree. I'm not reading it, I've decided, because I'll be here all day if I don't, and what if another comes out and another comes out, and then I'm basically reading the whole deck. Right, so where is, I don't have my notebook. I do have a spare piece of paper inside this, so I'm going to use this and I'm going to write it with you. Okay, so let's do the quote. I'm not even going to say the name of, actually no I will. we're going to turn this actually into a little spell. Are you ready? So it's going to be, Goddess of the ravine, I stand unshaken on this earth. Goddess of quiet contemplation, the stillness of the forest. Goddess of the great abyss, reforge and refuel. Goddess of old ghosts, wash away and let go. Goddess of clearing the channel, old wood must burn away. Goddess of burning at the source, burn it to the roots. Goddess of the loving eye, ashes feed the soil. So, I'm going to pause it here, and then with these 7 cards, is it 7? 4, 5, 6? Yeah, it is. Okay. So with these 7 cards, I'm going to make my own little spell with them. And then I will come back to you and read what I have created. And you can do the same. And whatever you have created from this, you can write it down in the comments. And yeah, I think that will be a beautiful exchange. Okay, it's done. I'm going to read it out, and when I mention each goddess, I will hold up the card. Okay, let's go. Goddess of the ravine, with my roots so firm and grounded to the earth, I stand unshaken. Goddess of quiet contemplation, I connect to the stillness of the forest and the passing night. Goddess of the great abyss, reforge and refuel my soul. Goddess of old ghosts, may their old energies cease to coexist with my present. I let them go. Goddess of clearing the channel, let the old wood burn away. Let my psychic channels open and connect to the right energies and frequencies. Goddess of the source. Sorry, that's wrong. Goddess of the burning at the source. Help me to burn my old wounds from its roots. Goddess of the loving eye, may all that I have burnt and released be fed to the soil so that new life can prevail. As it should be, so it is done. Blessed be. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, because we are doing candle magic, I have said it, but I'm going to say it again. I'm going to put the cards away. We're going to do it with the protection candle now. That's the book. That's okay. So, if you have a white candle or your own protection candle or whatever it is, I'm going to face this your way. I know that it's back to front, but you know, it is still the same. So I will say mine, you say yours. Actually, I'm down here. Okay. Goddess of the ravine, with my roots so firm and grounded to the earth, I stand unshaken. Goddess of quiet contemplation, I connect to the stillness of the forest and the passing nights. Goddess of the great abyss, reforge and refuel my soul. Goddess of old ghosts, may their old energies cease to coexist with my present. I let them go. Goddess of clearing the channel, let the old wood burn away. Let my psychic channels open and connect to the right energies and frequencies. Goddess of the burning at the source, help me to burn my old wounds from its roots. Goddess of the loving eye, may all that I have burnt and released be fed to the soil so that new life can prevail. As it should be, so it is done. I thank my angels, my guardians, my spirit guides, the Holy Spirit, for allowing me to connect with their energies and set these intentions. Blessed be. Okay, it's done. My phone is on 20%. Ah, wow. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, my lovelies, either tonight or some point in the week, when I look at the moon phase, I will do the moon reading. It will be at night though. Yeah. Anyway, have a good rest of your day and blessed be. Love you. Mwah.